there's one of these pastimes where Dasya Bhauri is considered to offer coconut to Jagannath. So he comes, he is from the so-called, according to the Pandas, he was not from the community who could enter the temple. So once he brought a coconut and he said, I want to offer it to Jagannath. They said, sorry, you cannot, you want to stand beyond, the Simadwara, stand there, and then from there you can offer it to the Lord. They said, can you please take it inside and offer? I will not go inside, no problem, but my coconut can go inside. They said, no, you cannot go, your coconut will also not go. Stand outside there and you offer it. And he offered it, and they all could see that a long hand extended from inside the temple and it took the coconut. Right? So that was Dasya Bhauri. Now, what also happened with Dasya Bhauri is he was so attached. He was part of the Harijanas. So then, when he went back, he was so always engaged in the service of the Lord. So then, service in the sense mental service, right? So he went home once and his wife was serving him food on his plate. Now they were very poor people. All the plate that they had was only clay plates. So clay plates are red in color. Yeah, you've seen that red clay. So the clay plate was red in color. Now she had served a lot of rice on it, and then in between she has served black shark. Shark means spinach. So there are varieties of shark. So one of it is black, kala shark. So then she had served that in the middle. Now Dasya Bhauri looked at that plate, and that's all. He went to a different zone. He went into the transcendental thoughts of the Lord. So then suddenly she's seeing that he is like, we say Krishna Graha Grihitatma, right? Suddenly he is so lost and he is not eating. She's calling him, he is not responding. Now she got worried. She's thinking, what's going on? Why is he quiet? So then she brings people from the panchayat, the leaders, the elders from the surroundings, and then from her neighborhood, and everybody comes, and then they are saying, looking at him, looking at the plate, looking at him, looking at the plate, and then they realize, can you not see what he is seeing? So for those who are seeing on Facebook, probably you are not able to see the picture, but you can again get into Google and you can look at Jagannath's picture. So what happens is Jagannath, on Jagannath's eyes, if you see, it is made with an external red, and then there is a white, and inside is the black. So we all have our eyelashes. The good news is Lord Jagannath does not have eyelashes. Is that good news, not having eyelashes? How does that work? Yes, he does not have eyelashes because of one of the blessings that he gave King Indradyumna. So I'm going to say that. It's a very interesting story of why Jagannath does not have eyelashes and he doesn't sleep. The Lord who never sleeps, right? Because he's promised Indradyumna that he is going to always be awake and he is always going to keep giving darshan to his devotees. Giving darshan means not just us seeing the Lord. More important is the Lord seeing us. Right? So then, because of that, the Lord has no eyelashes. He does not sleep in the night. Okay? So we can go at any time and get darshan of Lord Jagannath. So now what happens? So the clay plate was red in color. Rice was white in color and the black shark was black in color. That looked exactly like Jagannath's eyes. So Dasya Bhauri could not eat it. He was in the thought of Jagannath. He couldn't eat. So immediately these people said, change the plate, bring the same rice, put the palak under, put the rice on top, change the plate color and bring it back. So she brought it back and that's about it. After that he started eating. So that's how much Dasya Bhauri was attached to the Lord. So now what happens? Another beautiful Leela of Dasya Bhauri with Jagannath. So now Dasibhauri was praying one day and he said, Jagannath, I cannot come into your temple and see you. Only I have to wait for once a year when you come out, twice a year of course. The Lord comes out on Snanyatra day, which was yesterday, where the Lord, that's the only day that we can pour water and do abhishek for Lord Jagannath, unlike other deities who get abhishek every day. So now on the Snanyatra day, the Lord comes out. Second time that the Lord comes out is on Rath Yatra day. So he's saying, how can I wait only for these 2 days? Please, can I see you a little more, Jagannath? So Jagannath is saying, okay, please come to my temple, I'll give you my darshan. But he says, I can't go inside. He says, don't worry, I will give you darshan from my Sudarshana on top of my temple. Okay, so now he agreed and then he came. He said, how can I go with empty hands? I'm going to see my Lord. I cannot go with empty hands. So he decided that he's going to go with mangoes. So he bought 40 mangoes and he took that entire basket. He went to Jagannath Puri. Once he reached Jagannath Puri, he wanted to offer it. So he gave it to the Pandas. Same thing as coconut. They said, sorry, we're not sending you inside. And then he said, but Jagannath wanted it. And Jagannath is going to give me darshan. So I want you to please offer this inside for Jagannath. I will get darshan of Jagannath outside here, no problem. But you please offer this inside to Jagannath. He said, no. They said, no ways we're taking anything from your hands inside to the temple. So they said, just go away. Your place is here. Stand here outside the Simadwara and you can do darshan of the temple. Nothing more. So they were all standing in the front saying, I'm not going to let you go. So what he did is, I definitely want to offer my mangoes to Lord Jagannath if you are not going to take it. So what he does is he takes 2 mangoes up in his hand and he shows up because he remembers that the Lord said, I will give you darshan in my Sudarshana. So take Sudarshan Chakra's darshan and it is like taking my own darshan. So he said, fine. And then he lifted the hands up to show that those mangoes to Sudarshana, and he could immediately see Jagannath there and he was so happy. Jagannath immediately grabbed both those mangoes. Now he grabbed it, so there were no mangoes in his hand, and then the brahmanas are like shocked. What? Where did the mangoes go? He said, Jagannath took it. They're like, really? Are you joking? He said, no. Jagannath, I am able to see Jagannath on that Sudarshana Chakra. Are you not able to see him? So then they're saying, no. He picks up another 2 mangoes, again shows it near the Sudarshan Chakra, and again Jagannath takes those 2 mangoes. Now he is, the Pandas are saying, you are doing some tantra. This is some kind of magic. I don't think what you're doing, we can't see Jagannath up there. You're just making fun of it and you're doing some kind of magic. Just go away. He says, please don't send me. Jagannath is accepting my mangoes. I will offer all these 40 mangoes and then I will go away. They're saying this guy has gone mad, and then they're just standing there. And he offers all the mangoes and he goes away. After that, when the Pandas go inside, they're just talking with each other, Simply this guy is just saying something. But I don't think it is true that Jagannath would have taken and all of that. They're talking and then they enter the Garbhagriha. And then they see that all around Jagannath, there is a seed of mango and the chilka, the external cover of mango. Jagannath has eaten all the flesh and then he's put that, gutli, that seed and the external cover below after eating. And all of these pandas were extremely surprised by how great a devotee the Dasibhauri was. Right? Judgment. Many times we judge. Most of the times we judge. All the time we keep judging people. Right? If only we stop judging others and judging ourselves to understand, how am I progressing? What is my progress in Krishna consciousness? How can I become a better devotee? If I can judge myself and improve in Krishna consciousness, we will go very, very long way. As much as we judge others, if we started judging ourselves, understanding how I could be incomplete, how I could be less knowledgeable, how I can also do mistakes, then I can grow in these areas. Okay, these are my weakness. I will grow in these areas. That will be an amazing quality, because Lord does not judge anybody based on their janma. That's why Krishna is saying guna karma vibhagashaha. I am looking at people based on their qualities. So the major aspect that every devotee should focus on is, how can I build those qualities which are adorable by Krishna, which Krishna is going to accept in me, right? Those are the qualities that we need to contemplate and build in ourselves. If we don't do that, we can chant all this life. Yes, the names of the Lord are purifying, but if we are not going to allow ourselves to get purified deeper and deeper, then that ahankar remains in us, I and mine. And because of that, we will take a long time to go back home, back to Godhead. Simplicity is one of the wonderful qualities, and that's why Jagannath is also showing time and again that anyone who is from a simple background, anyone, it can be a king, Raja Ramachandra Dev, it can be just this Dasya Bhauri, who's a Harijana, who is not from a community that people accept. But I accept everyone. What is my one requirement? Bhakti. Bhakti, bhakti, bhakti. That is love and devotion for the Lord and His devotees from a pure heart. Yes, and that's what Dasya Bhauri had. And so Jagannath went out of the way to come and take it from him.